Introduction. Have you ever pondered what signs women give when they secretly want for closeness? You may believe you are aware, but the reality is much more. We're diving in this video, which is startling, into the three secrets that women keep to themselves upon their readiness to proceed with the next stage. Keep checking back because after you discover amazing mysteries that you will never see again. Hit that again in the same manner. Click subscribe and let's get, I say, a lot. I said volumes when I first started signing. Women frequently express their desire for closeness, as perceived by them is a modest but strong sign of their attention. Contact may intensify, staying longer than normal while looking for, in order to create a stronger bond. Her pupil's natural dilation reaction to attraction is a powerful indication of aroused. She might also look at you repeatedly as though you were being asked to observe her intentions. Another typical indication is when she keeps looking at you while gently toying with her hair or biting her lip. These gestures work together to make a sensual aura that is difficult to ignore. Moreover, her gaze can go over your body gently hints at her physical attributes. The way she gazes at you with fascination, longing, and warmth reveal a lot about her wish to get closer to both. This is who she is, both physically and emotionally. A nonverbal cue indicating she is prepared for a closer relationship. Taking note of these IQs can show her unsaid wishes, enabling you to comprehend her intentions without using words. Identifying these indicators not only strengthens your relationship while opening the path for a deeper relationship that beyond the physical appeal, but the language of the eyes aren't always simple. Occasionally, a quick look could just be a sign of curiosity. Without any more profound intentions, recognizing the differences between casual looks and prolonged looks are important. If she meets your gaze and holds, keeping your eyes open longer than normal could be her method of expressing her desire. Moreover, when a woman gazes at you, then turns away before turning back, she might be gauging the waters, your response to her body language. This eye contact back and forth can establish a light-hearted, flirty mood indicating her willingness to continue engagement along with her delicate face. Additionally, expressions can show eyes opened and eyebrows rose with interest, and a mouth that is slightly open can all express fascination and allure in addition to. When a woman's eyes are pulled to you might have a sheen or a gleam that communicates enthusiasm, which is frequently a subconscious reply that uncovered her underlying, however, emotional state. Avoiding eye contact could be a sign of timidity or hesitancy, particularly if she has feelings for you yet is reluctant to make the initial action. Seeing how her eyes act in various situations can offer fuller understanding of her plans. For example, if her students expand as she's talking to you, it's an indication of elevated emotional arousal. Moreover, if she reflects your sight motions like blinking simultaneously pace or pursuing your eyes, it might show a deep emotional bond. Mirroring is an effective subconscious technique to build a relationship and communicate allure without uttering a single word. Beyond the eyes herself, the way she places her body while maintaining eye contact can emphasize her attention even more. If she draws closer while keeping an eye on contact, she's probably looking for a more close relationship. On the other hand, if she turns her head away and moves her body away from it could show a lack of interest or uncomfortable observing. These subtleties can avoid miscommunications and cultivate a deeper bond in certain situations, such as the eye intentional contact is possible. Seductively maintaining eye contact, while discreetly she may lower her eyelids or give you a her prolonged gaze may be her method of declaring one's desire without being obvious. Likewise, if she chews her lip during establishing eye contact, She is probably expressing interest, the combination of lip and eye contact. A small smile combined with biting might be a strong demonstration of curiosity, which makes her plans noticeable, but not all eye contact is an indication of romantic interest that certain women inherently sustain making intense eye contact as a component of their communication style, irrespective of their level of attraction. Hence, it is vital to take into account the larger context, particularly the tone of her body language of tone and general mannerisms by jointly examining these cues, you can comprehend her more clearly. Eye contact is a potent tool for intentions, instrument for attraction and intimacy. It acts like a language without words, expressing feelings and aspirations that words might not be able to communicate. By being adept at reading her eyes, can reveal her ulterior motives, enhancing your relationship and laying the path to more profound and significant exchanges. Identifying the cues in her eyes not only encourages a closer relationship, but also provides access to a deeper emotional bond that goes beyond only physical. Touches express longing. Two touches indicate an attraction sign. When a woman feels the need for connection, she contact frequently becomes more intentional and hesitating. She might breezily touch her, placing a hand on your shoulder or arm, utilizing seemingly innocuous actions to measure your reply. She uses these touches to test the C's want to construct physical intimacy without coming over as overt. May observe her bending closer than her body language is typically open, and if you're open, she might playfully touch your hand while you chuckle at your jokes, or put her hand on your thigh when your dialogue. Another indication is when she looks for excuses to change your attire, or use these to brush away imaginary lint moments as justifications to create a more profound. Her physical contact may also get a little more sensual and linger longer than required, enabling her to convey her interest in a subtle but undeniable way. That her tenderness. Feel how her fingers brush against your skin, all express her wish to establish a connection with you in a closer relationship. Understanding these bodily indicators not only helps you comprehend her motivations, yet further enables you to react in a manner that builds trust and attractiveness amongst people, generating interest in what might next up. Moreover, a woman with curiosity, you might utilize touch as a means of declare her existence and make sure you're conscious of her closeness. For example, she puts her hand on your back as you walking by, or allowing her fingertips to stay on your arm. As you speak these delicate, she uses touches to establish intimacy without explicitly sending another. When she mimics your gesture, it's a clear sign. Motions that barely touch you and reflecting in reaction to your touch can express a wish to communicate on a deeper level, demonstrating her enthusiasm for preserving physical intimacy in certain situations. Her touch may become more deliberate, like tracking running her fingertips over your hand or combining them with yours. Like activities are frequently accompanied by maintaining eye contact for a longer, enhancing the scene and communicating her longing for deeper intimacy. Moreover, if she touches her neck, lips, or collarbone when speaking with you, she can be unconsciously attracting your attention. Observe these erogenous zones, gently implying that she is attracted to the way she can also show herself by touching herself. Plans, for instance, if she tangles her hair, or modifies her attire while maintaining eye contact, she might be attempting to alert you to her looks in an attempt to look more appealing and more. Her touches could turn into personal settings. She might sit more confidently and purposefully, nearer to you so her body can touch rest her leg casually or against yours. Against yours. This intimacy may lead to a feeling of communal area that promotes a deeper physical and emotional relationship further. If she leans in to speak softly in your ear, she breath that is just barely touching your skin. It's a evident indication of her wish to end the distance that separates you beyond the act of contacting itself for the length of time, and her touch's intensity might also convey her intents. A quick, momentary touch could show simple amiability, while a extended, lingering touch frequently indicates greater curiosity. Observe how she does the touch feel warm and kind or forceful and solid. The texture and her touch's pressure can transmit a variety of various feelings, ranging from passion to tenderness. Moreover, a lady seeking intimacy may start touching more often, with every chance to make contact, such as joking, brushing her hand on yours, or discovering reasons to have your collar fixed. These even seemingly insignificant actions can have a big impact, important, which means that staying is crucial. Attentive to her actions, noting how her body language matches what she says, and general body language through paying attention to these indicators, you can obtain important understanding of her emotions that enables you to react in a manner that enhances your connection. Essentially, the touch of a lady can serve as a potent manifestation of her attraction that transmits sentiments of warmth, intrigue, and longing without a single word by focusing on these physical clues that help you comprehend her goals of building a relationship. It transcends the tangible and into the world of true closeness. Intentions are revealed in 3 words. 3 words disclose the sign. Plans when a woman is prepared for intimacy, that her words frequently convey interpretations that show her ambitions and intents without expressing them explicitly. Although everyone has a unique way of communicating subtle indicators that point to these indicators' deeper level of attraction, aren't necessarily explicitly sexual, but instead component of a slow process in which language turns into a means of intimacy and relationship by closely observing her speech and manner of speaking. Her hidden desires are often deciphered by you. Simplifying the process of navigating the physical and emotional interactions between you are among the most obvious indicators that a woman want to become more. When she starts, it gets intimate, giving you more praise. These praises are often focused on not only on surface level elements, but also on your personality and physical attributes, or how you affect her feelings when the woman is giving you more praise than normally. She's not merely being courteous, she's letting her know you're attractive and wishes to bring her to your notice. Emotions, for example, she might remark about how well you appear in a specific ensemble or how your smile brightens her day. These praises are her subtly conveying showing interest without being blatantly claiming that it provides insight into her emotional condition. But it's not only the expressions of interest conveyed by compliments. Additionally, the situation in which they are considering that a lady has grown more flirting with her language, particularly if it contains double entendres or light-hearted taunting, might be her method of experimenting. These light-hearted comments accomplish 2 goals: to observe your response and to measure if you both possess the same degree of interest when she makes jokes or slights teasing during the discussion. She frequently makes room for additional emotional closeness. This could be an indication that she's starting to feel at ease with you and is abruptly requesting that you participate in a more personal level as her goals develop more obvious. You might also observe that her tone of voice changed to one of intimacy. Anything she could discuss beyond relationships, or inquire about your encounters with love or intimacy. Even while this can appear to innocent dialogue, is frequently a method of quietly examining your limits and observing the extent to which she can convey. These hints can also be included in chats. Regarding common aspirations or dreams, giving her a deceptive means of check your willingness to talk about such topics. Subjects by posing queries that she can be a quick weakness, urging you to communicate and open up in return. Cultivating a more profound feeling of another indication to look for is emotional connection. For when she begins to use nicknames that are humorous or loving, these charming phrases are frequently exclusive to your partnership, fosters a feeling of intimacy and familiarity, which is usually saved for people who have a greater emotional relationship or monikers, whether it's a adorable phrase of affection or a lighthearted. An internal joke may indicate that she's establishing a degree of ease and confidence. This isn't just an emotional thing with you. Indicator as well as a means of constructing rhetoric and linguistic linkage. By using such personal language, she could be discreetly indicating that she's prepared to investigate a closer connection that goes beyond informal conversation and touches on anything more sentimental and intimate in addition to using loving phrases, her voice may become different when if you're prepared to get closer, you might observe how her voice becomes softer, more delicate or sensual. This change in tone is a subliminal yet potent signal that she's extending an invitation to a more private area. If she starts talking more slowly, halting to highlight specific phrases, or if her tone becomes more sensual, quality with which she is expressing that she's willing to investigate a closer relationship, this voice shift goes beyond the not just the words themselves, but also how those words give you a softer feeling. A softer voice fosters an environment of intimacy and coziness in a subtle way to get closer to you on an emotional level, and her bodily responses to what you said additionally disclose a lot about her plans. A woman will show interest in you if she will frequently mimic your tone and language. This is a habitual action that indicates a wish to be in agreement with you and build a more robust emotional connection if your jokes make her laugh more frequently or has conversations that reflects your sense of humor. It shows that her interests extend beyond what as you suggest, but is also attempting to establish and setting in which she is at ease and got in touch with you further. If she leans in when speaking or keeps a fixed gaze on them, behaviors highlight her desire to deepen the relationship between these bodily indicators. Her statements demonstrate her willingness for a closer bond occasionally when the woman has a strong emotional attachment to you. We'll use an additional layer of vulnerability that could occur in the method of disclosing private ideas, expectations, or worries that she might not usually share with other people. These vulnerable times can foster a feeling of closeness on an emotional level that is necessary prior to going there. Intimate contact if a lady is revealing. In this sense, she's not just demonstrating trust while also indicating that she feels at ease with you, which is a robust indication of her preparedness to raise the level of the partnership. Among the most important elements of understanding what a lady is saying is recognizing the subtext of emotion behind them. Even though she would not say so directly express her preferences on the language she uses, the degree of involvement and tone can all be seen as indications of her developing interest in paying close attention to these spoken cues that let you determine her emotions, declare and react suitably, encouraging a deeper relationship. The final words are, women frequently employ words that have hidden meanings that display her physical and emotional plans, compliments, flirtation, and affection. Softer language and tone all make a point towards her wish to strengthen the connection. When you give careful attention and suitably, you produce an environment in which closeness can organically grow by comprehending the subtle. With the power of words, you can open the door to a closer, more personal connection partnership, laying the groundwork for something more profound and significant. In conclusion, recognizing the subtle indicators that women show when they want, your relationship can change with closeness and strengthen your relationship based on how she examines you for any residual touches. And sly remarks with every motion has significance now that you are aware of them. 3 potent secrets you can identify her motives and react in a manner that encourages intimacy, trust, and attraction. If this video was useful to you, click the like button to subscribe for more enlightening material and post a comment below, leaving your comments or encounters. Watch this space for other relationships. Observations.